Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today, thanks to Infiniti of Nashua, we have our 2019 Infiniti Q70 Premium Select Edition. Premium Select, I believe this was the start of Premium Select. Now Premium Select is a trim level on our QX80, but this kind of took the essence of the Premium Select that we have today and initially started it. So you're going to have upgraded wheels, different trim, and just really a really nice appearance package. The biggest difference is the interior. You're going to have upgraded leather piping on the edge of the seats. This is not an L, so you have the normal back seat. It is 22 degrees Fahrenheit out. It is cold. You're also going to have, I wouldn't call this Alcantara. It's definitely not Alcantara, but a suede-esque material on the headliner. Nice. I'm not even sure what to call this, like almost chain link fence kind of aluminum-esque trim. It's pretty darn cool. And again, that piping on the seats. Super, super comfortable seats, heated seats, cooled seats. Best part about this arrangement and this drive mode is it's going to leave it in whatever setting. So let's say every time you drive you want the heated seats on, it's not going to adjust. Same thing with cooled. And drive modes, whatever you leave it on, it stays. So pretty darn cool to go about that. Obviously the road I'm on is a relatively new road, so the navigation system doesn't think it exists right now. Bose sound system sounds fantastic. This is a Q70X, so all-wheel drive, 3.7 liter VQ, 6-cylinder. Q70 has a long lineage, starting with cars such as the Q45 all the way to the M35, the M56. You have a long lineage of the full-size sedan. So this was always existed alongside the G35, G37, and Q50 up until this, the 2019 model year, was the last for the Q70. And we haven't had a full-size sedan like this since. Q50 has taken the reign as our only car, with the Q60 dying off in 2022. And I have to say, this thing's dearly missed. Every customer we have that has one doesn't want to get rid of it, unless they have to. In this case, they needed room for kids, so they went with a QX60. But it's just a gap in Infiniti's lineup that is sorely missed by the buyers. And this was a really, really good car, and it still is a good car. You want something different than a 5 Series, you have the Q70. It looks good, it drives good, and you have a big NA V6 that redlines at 7,500 RPM and sounds absolutely awesome doing so. In terms of feedback through the steering wheel, it's decent. It's kind of numb, but I think every luxury car is. In sport mode, there's a good amount of heft to it. And of course, you want an Infiniti sports sedan. At this time, you had the Red Sport. That was your go-to. But that also had direct adaptive steer, which was a full electric steering connection. and I've always said direct adaptive steer feels artificial. It got better as the years went on, but there's a reason why it doesn't exist anymore. There are some people that live by it. I'm not one of them. I'm one that always liked the physical connection, even just because there was a slight, minute delay between it, and it was almost too sensitive, and it just kind of felt like a video game. It was really, really odd to describe. It got a lot better as the years went on, but some of the first initial DAS systems were just not good. They were frankly terrible. They were the best that they could have been. I've not had the chance to drive one of these with the 5.6, an M56, anything like that. I haven't had the chance, and I do want the chance to drive one. And you think working at an Infiniti store, I would have driven one by now. I've seen maybe 4 or 5. They are absolute unobtainium right now. I think last time I checked, there were, for Q70s, I think 6 for sale in the country. And I think 4 of those were Canadian cars, and 2 of them were salvage title. So they are, to find a clean 5.6 is, if you can find one for a decent price, and a decent price would be close to 30 grand for a lower mileage example under 100,000 miles. That's a really good deal. However, with the 3.7, I'm not begging for the 5.6. In fact, I've driven the FX50, which is the QX70, which typically has a 3.7 with the 5.6. Actually, no, I think it was a 5-liter. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 5-liter with the same basic concept. And it didn't really feel all that different, but that's also a heavier car. So that's why, oh, what was it that I drove? A Malibu with a V6, or no, the Altima with a 3.5 V6, and I said, this thing absolutely flies, even though it's the same motor that was in the QX60. I'm like, this thing is way more powerful, just because it's lighter and a bit more compact, and it's taking all that power directly through the front wheels and the front wheels only. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.